Hello, my name is Renee with Forever Fit Life, and this is part one in our exercises for arthritis series. We're going to be talking about strength training. Make sure that you consult your doctor before you begin an exercise program, and don't do anything that causes pain. Don't do anything that your doctor has told you not to in regard to exercise. If you're doing strength training, it has a lot of benefits. It's going to increase your muscles, it's going to build bone density, it's going to even speed up your metabolism because a pound of muscle burns energy just being there, unlike a pound of fat. So we want to build more muscle. A lot of people think that they don't want to bulk up, but that's not true. You are losing muscle as you age and you need to put it back. So I don't really recommend big heavy weights if you have arthritis, but we can do a lot of work with some very simple tools. I have a set of dumbbells for example. So light hand weights or dumbbells are a great tool to tone any part of the body. You can strengthen all of the muscles with a set of light dumbbells. With arthritis, there's a few things that we want to make sure that we're doing. For one, we don't want to squeeze. If you squeeze that weight, hang on for dear life as you're doing that exercise, that puts a lot of pressure on the hand, could cause pain. So make sure that you're gripping loosely. You could take the thumb and instead of having it on top like that, which is kind of the natural position, bring that thumb around the back and in with the other fingers, and also keep the wrist nice and straight. All of those things are going to make it more comfortable exercising with the weights. Don't go too heavy on the weights. You could start with 2 or 3 pound weights, and you can always build up as you gain more strength. You can go heavier with the weights as long as you have good form. Make sure that your posture is really good when you're working with weights. So shoulders over the hips right on top of the knees and ankles. We wouldn't want to like press your hip, kind of slump out to the side. That's going to be stressful on the hip. So always think about stacking the joints. Always think about neutral wrist. So for example, when I do my bicep curls, I'm going to keep that wrist straight. I don't want to let the wrist go down like that. I don't want to pull the wrist in. I want to keep it nice and in the middle whenever I'm working with weights. Another tool that is great for strength training is a tubing. I recommend the tubing that has the handles rather than just a strap of tubing, because holding onto that strap of tubing, you're going to have to really grip and it might hurt your hands if you have arthritis in your hands. So if we are doing work with the tubing, I like to put my hands in the bracelets and then just grasp with a neutral wrist and just gently grasp. So for example, we might be pulling out, or we could put this tubing behind our back, do a chest press. So putting the hand in the handle is going to take some pressure off the hand because you don't have to hold as many things. And then you can just hold with a neutral wrist as you do your exercise. Either there, or if it's more comfortable, holding there. A lot of different exercises that you can do with the tubing. You can pretty much do every body part with the tubing. Then the last tool I'm going to talk about is a small ball. If you have arthritis in your hands, you have painful hands, it may help to do some exercises with the hands. It might release that synovial fluid, lubricate the joints, and it might actually feel a lot better besides you're gaining some strength in your hands. So if we're working with a ball, make sure that you don't blow it up too far. Make it kind of soft. It's a little more on the squishy side, less air in it. We could do a chest press, like we're squeezing the ball in. If we do that, notice that my wrist is straight whenever I'm doing that chest press. We never want to bring the elbows out and force. That's going to put too much pressure on the wrist. So instead of that, bring the elbows in, and that will keep the wrist neutral. A lot of benefits from exercising with weights. It's going to give you more energy, you're going to feel stronger, you're going to be able to do all of those things that you want to do every day because you're stronger, and it's going to turn back the clock. Turn back time. Make sure that you watch for our exercises for arthritis part 2, which is going to give you some great ideas for cardio and why cardio is beneficial if you have arthritis.